So today I'm doing a little bit more work on the Ford Transit Custom, and I'm going to fit a simple external socket inlet so we can have site hookup electricity. It's not going to be complicated, it's just going to be that on the outside of the van going through a hole in the van, which I'll try and grommet with a piece of cable to a double socket outlet. So it's really like an extension lead, but it's a fixed extension lead in the van, and that will be the access to it. And I'll try and locate that in a position where it is protected-ish from the weather, because I couldn't seem to buy one which was 100% waterproof. But as you see, this was only $5.95, but getting one was thinking difficult to get one that was really waterproof. That seems to be what there are. Okay, off we go. There's a little note that is worth reading. Basically saying you wouldn't spot it, that on the bottom of it, if you're going to surface mount it, there's a knockout there that you can knock out and put the cable through there. I'm not going to do that. I think I'll be coming in through that one. And obviously when you buy this, get the right one. If it's an inlet to the van, you get the one with the male pins. That's so it's standard for a site hookup lead. There's a lot for sale that have got the female there, so don't get that, else you'll get it all wrong. As I said, the general principle of this is I'm just going to have a double socket outlet somewhere here. I think it's going to be simple. So I've noticed that if you peer down that hole, you can see the ground. So that's where I'm going to pass the cable. I might have to enlarge this a little bit, but again, a very simple installation. It's not going to be switched or so on. The appliances will be fused. It's just like having an extension lead going through that hole, really. Okay, let's get to it. As luck would have it, a bit of twin and earth fits exactly through that hole. I would like to put a grommet, but is that ever going to wear through? I don't think it is. People will go mad and say, oh, you can't do that, you've got to put a grommet, but I think that'll be okay. There's no movement really in it against the metal, and there's double insulated. There's the outer insulation and each wire is insulated, and a lot worse electrics than that, but people will whinge, they always do. So there's the cable, so it's come out. See if we can see it. There it is up here. So come out of that hole. See what I could. I'm going to fix it to this, to the bracket for the side step, and somehow secure the cable so it's not wobbling around. Shouldn't be too hard. Pull this up. You just take that screw. It's pretty obvious. Out of there. Pull the whole thing forward. You got your pins, and you can see that one is marked as live positive. That's got to be earth, and that'll be negative. Yep. Okay. Let's get to wiring it. Right, there it is, wired up. It didn't seem to have a rubber bung system here, so for now I've put insulation tape around that to stop water getting in. It isn't actually very well sealed, because if you look down there, it's kind of open. I don't know what that's all about, but it is the proper thing for the job. There is rubberized stuff on there, and it is under the van, and I have got mud flaps, so hopefully the water won't splash too much on it, but who knows. But nothing's obviously connected when you're going along, and things are fused, and the site hookups have a trip on, so interesting. But couldn't find a better one, couldn't find a more expensive one. A little better quality seems to be what they are. It's designed to be outside. Most odd. So if you're going to fix these under your van, make sure you plug in your hookup lead that will go to the site hookup there, because what you don't want, this is a bulky thing, and you don't want fixing this to balk, good old Suffolk expression, the plugging that in. So you want it to be fairly easy, because you'll be kneeling down, doing all sorts of crud. So you just want to be able to make sure that will fit in like that. I'm actually probably going to fix mine with cable ties, but I'm going to see. Sort of thing I do. Right, I managed to fix it to the cable bracket using, to the step bracket using cable ties, and I can get it in and out quite easily, the hookup lead. You do need to sit on something, so if it was wet it would be tricky, but the good thing about it is the lead will come out on the driver's side, so you would never drive away with it in, because you can see it. Couple more cable ties. It is quite sturdy. You can get it out relatively easily like that. Putting it in is a two-handed operation, But it's never going to be easy if you want to hide it and you don't want to cut your van and put it in somewhere like that, which I don't. I just want it discreet for a very simple plug-in installation, which hopefully I've got. So there it is fixed on. It is fixed on cable ties, but that is pretty solid. It flaps facing in that direction, and you can put the connection on quite easily. It's a little bit lower than some bits on the van, but not much. If that hits anything, I'll eat my hat. Yeah, so that's the outside finish. Get the socket. Sadly, I consider that a fail in life because I didn't have one in stock. A little pattress box. So I'm going to mount it somewhere here and probably leave it loose because we don't know quite yet what we're doing around here. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So there it is, sort of finished. I've just left plenty of cable or wire and tucked it down there for the time being, so that can be put wherever it can be, where we when we finish doing whatever we're going to do at the van, we don't know yet. So that will do as a temporary location. So very simple. It comes in over there in the plug underneath the step, up through that hole, through there, and a simple outlet. So any switch protection fusion will have to be in the thing that you're plugging in, or the post at the campsite, which they always are. Very simple. Just effectively a fixed extension lead. Thanks for watching. Done that to the van. We thought, as the nice new house is nearly finished, this is soon to be tarmacked or bitmacked, we give this wall a little coat of pink. Got some left, won't take 20 minutes to I finished the electric bit in the van, and we saw this wall and things are getting nice around here, so Erwin Dawes and me thought we'd give it a lick of paint. So 15 minutes later we were at this. No prep, just straight in with the paint. What's she laughing at?
We just get straight.
Get in there. 2 coats that'll have done that. If you use this masonry paint, forget whose it is now. Santex masonry paint is bloody good. So paint it first, then fill what cracks need doing, which won't be many, with some really quick dryer. Second coat, couple of things. That's the filler done, and the first coat on. Erwin Dawes has to do the edges. Erwin Dawes likes doing the edges, don't you?
Don't mind.
She don't mind. Erwin Dawes reckons the kettle's got to be put on, so kettle on. They are down there. And there it is, finished in nice pink. No time at all. Now I suppose we need to paint that wood a little bit, but done that the wrong way around, haven't we? But no matter.